Hey everybody, it's Brian. So up top, this episode has some audio issues. I'm trying some new stuff recording-wise. We got a new interface, and I'm still sort of working out the bugs of it. But there's a buzzing noise, straight up, that I couldn't figure out how to take out without taking out large chunks of audio. So I did my best to mitigate it, but it's there. I took out the worst of it. But you'll have to just kind of grin and bear it, or don't. I understand if it's too annoying. It's a really good episode, though. Some kawaii shit happens. That'll be pretty fun. So I hope you forgive us. After this, we'll be doing a couple of one-shots, kind of filling in what happens before our campaign starts and what happens after this session, because we're taking a 3-month in-game 3-month time jump to sort of let everybody have a little bit of breathing room. So here comes the intro. Thank you again for kind of going through this arc. We really, really appreciate it. Oh shit, is this thing recording? Now I'm just cleaning out the desk. It's been 2 months. What are we supposed to do? Listen, it ain't like that I like it either, but we need a new reporter and they're gonna need somewhere to work. It's been 2 months. If they were going to find him, then it would have happened before now. I mean, I don't know. The partner said they were going to go meet a source. Nah, I don't have any damn clue what they were working on. They seemed worked up about it, but they didn't want to talk about it till they had a solid story. You know how they could be. Or can be. It's a damn mess in here. They had to have had like 1 million files on their desk. Now, I ain't seeing any connection. Not that like I wanna. Hell, is this thing still recording?
So you gave a possible heart of a deity to these people?
Yep.
Did the demons tell you to do this?
Nope.
Is this some kind of manifestation of your inner evil?
Nope.
Seshmir, how could you betray us like this?
I didn't betray you. I saved people. It's a rock.
Which
I don't give a
people?
flying rat's ass about a rock. Me and mine were in danger. I took care of it. You weren't going to.
You gave something of untold power to someone who is extremely ill-intended.
Yeah, I did.
We're gonna have to go get it back.
But why?
Actually,
I'm gonna start hearing on
over in
this.
the corner.
Because you traded a short death for a long one.
You know,
And you know what?
Everybody dies. So.
We have another day to deal with it.
Hush you!
That's just me. It's the nameless voice.
Another day to deal with it. How are we going to deal with it? What have they done with it?
Don't know. We'll have to figure that part out. For right now, all the people we care about are still alive and breathing, except one.
Rewind. Who would that be, Seshmir?
What's the guy's name again?
Roger.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Roderick's dead. Roderick is dead.
That's the best. This is the
Roderick's dead?
Yeah.
How do you
know that?
Yeah.
Because they dumped his body in my van.
Do you still have the body?
How do we know you didn't kill
No,
him?
that's a real question from my real
I
character.
cast Zone of Truth.
I want my question answered.
I don't resist.
Everybody make a saving throw because you're all in range.
Okay.
Do you still have the body?
It's a charisma, right?
I don't know.
My saving throw DC is
What kind of saving throw is it? I don't know.
I believe it's a charisma.
I'm 90% sure
What is
you're
it
right.
Yeah, the save is charisma.
Okay.
And it's a 14.
My
you
saving
said?
throw is a 14.
Yeah.
17.
9.
4.
7.
I'll tell you all my secrets.
Literally everyone has to tell the truth but Seshmir.
And I know that he's safe.
Yeah, you get to know.
Why are you resisting?
I also didn't say.
Stop resisting.
If you want us to trust you, you need to. How do we know you did not kill
Do
this
you
man?
still have the body?
I'm not talking to you, creepy. I'm dealing with Tessa right now.
Rude.
I just you feel
No, but for
really
real, do you have the body? 'Cause, like, there's rites we have to do.
All I want to do is talk to the body, and you're being rude about it.
Pre-Samorden, we gotta go, like, Viking funeral this guy.
No, I want
Oh, that's pretty sick. I like that idea.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yes, I still have the
Like
body.
a war deity.
Giant woman.
Look,
Yes, I still have the body.
all I want to do is talk to it.
Okay.
All I want to do is talk to the dead body.
You can talk to the body. You can do all the appropriate rites. You can be dealt with honorably. Still got the body.
So,
It is a temporarily safe location.
did the assassin kill him?
I don't know who. The assassin did not himself kill him, but he was already dead when I talked to the assassin.
We don't know that he's telling the truth.
But he was.
He gave a powerful artifact to people who are capital evil, and now he turns up
No,
with
we
the dead
didn't.
body of your friend in his van.
That's a good
I
point.
gave the heart to somebody who works for someone who's capital C capitalist.
Which equals capital E evil.
It's fair. All right.
Yeah.
What assurance
Sound logic,
do we
I can't
have that
argue
you
with
are
that.
not that you are not lying to us, that you didn't kill this man yourself?
Okay. Cast your spell again.
Oh my god, do we have to tell the truth twice?
No, you guys already failed. So
Yeah,
Tell the truth twice as hard. Actually, it cancels out, and now all we can do is lie.
Oh, I don't want to cast it again because then I can't get my motorcycle damaged.
Please tell me you say that in character.
You prepared Zone of Truth,
Will you
didn't you?
please cast Zone of Truth?
I don't know if I
Laura?
have it prepared. Also,
It might be a ritual.
you know what? I have to tell the truth, don't I? I do have it prepared, but I don't want to cast it.
Neener.
I don't care about the rock.
I care about the rock. I cast it again.
Okay.
I'll just be.
I don't
walking
resist.
today.
Aw, can you get your motorcycle next time? Did I screw that up forever? Or just for
All
this
right.
one time?
you know that he didn't resist. So
I'll cast it if you never get your motorcycle ever.
Oh, it's fine.
I did not kill Broderick.
I'll get it next time.
Okay, as long as you can get it eventually.
Who
Just go take
did
a
kill
nap and
Broderick?
Somebody who was working with the assassin.
Who you gave our thing to?
Yes.
But that was our special thing.
Is the truth. Did you truly intend just to save people?
Yes.
Were you inspired to do this by your little fiend friend?
No.
Or
We never discussed it.
Or your goddess?
No. I can't talk to my goddess. She's still dead.
Fair point.
Well,
as dead as deities get.
Corra is officially behind the bar preparing beers for everyone. With
damn it,
no knowledge of
Seshmir,
how
damn
bar
it.
works.
Now I don't even get to kill you.
Corra
Alright.
puts up a bunch of beers on the bar. They're all at least half foam because she doesn't know how to do it. And
And I'm like smiling, like, look, I helped.
Look, nobody knows how to operate taps that come out of stones. So
So yeah, just give me a pat on the head. and
No,
say
no, I
good
think
job.
by now I've learned.
they're
well, yeah, you might have learned by now. Yeah.
when you take a drink, it's gritty like sand.
Filter button.
Yes.
But no one made me.
Yeah. So
Anything else?
No.
I, for one, am glad that potentially my house will not get burned down again.
Look, they're
You
gonna
in
wait
this
till
house.
It was
Burn it
one
down.
time.
I am gonna build you a house completely out of asbestos, Sarkiri.
Then when it burns, you'll die. Hooray!
I'll just die anyway from mesothelioma.
I feel like our fantasy world just got very real.
Yeah, it's gonna.
This isn't gonna stop Wyatt from trying to kill us.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're already kind of on a shit list. So.
Oh yeah, but it
Well,
buys us
from
time.
what I've heard, y'all just should have killed him last time to begin with.
I died
We
3 times
tried.
trying to kill that person.
It was real close. It was real close.
So you
This
almost
is tie, really. I feel like it.
killed
It was
him.
real close.
And then you're
I feel
like, nah, let's just leave.
mean, you
let's
walked
just
away
leave
with
him
one
here
hit point,
alive.
I'm just
But
saying.
almost kill him to piss him off.
Did we mention the
good.
part where he came back to life?
Yeah, he came back with one hit point.
Yeah.
We did
But I mean,
kill him.
you guys
Multiple
also
members of the
don't
party
know
had
that.
been down
Yeah.
and come back up several times.
And
we
We're
know
out
he's
of
bloody.
healing.
Well,
We
he
were
was also
close.
he had prepared, like he was prepared to like make it move. He still had one more fireball, and he felt like that could do it.
And it would have.
Also, people who weren't in the fight maybe don't get to criticize the fight.
If I don't do any of the fighting, my house shouldn't get burnt down.
Oh Jesus! Are we back to this? Are we
Yes.
back to this?
Hey, do you remember that one time that Seshmir gave away the heart of your goddess? And no.
I was having a really good day.
She was. This was like her best day.
Oh, why?
Oh yeah, you missed it with the pedals and the
Yeah.
holes. Yeah, they made out.
Awesome.
With the
Goddamn time. Congratulations.
Hush you. So
Well,
what-
I guess we're gonna have to think about how to get the heart back.
Yes, and to protect our people.
It's awkward if you don't feel the sleep.
I really want to talk to this body.
So the assassin just kind of just straight up just let you go, just like
What?
Oh yeah, totally.
that's it, just totally nothing.
Oh, and I might have pissed him off on my way out.
Why-
So
why
he
would
may
you do
come in
that?
for me personally later.
What did you do to piss him off?
I took one of his hairs.
Oh.
That might be useful.
But remember, the assassin is not the problem. Wyatt's the problem. The assassin is just
Yeah,
an
but if Wyatt can
appendage.
just hire the assassin every time, he is sort of a problem.
And now Wyatt knows that. I'm sure that Wyatt can figure out that we're probably going to come for him.
Oh, Wyatt always knew we were going to come for him. He doesn't think this is over any more than we think this is over, that he's going to quit coming after us.
I don't think you guys are focusing on the fact that I can talk to dead bodies enough.
I'm
mean,
just
we'll get
saying,
there.
an
We'll
assassin
get
was
there.
hired. Probably, maybe the assassin killed him.
But we can find out more. Like, why him?
No, the
might
assassin
have
made
been
a comment that something about someone who worked for him had questioned the guy and gotten a little over-enthused. But we can go question him because, creepy
Yeah,
administrator.
because there really was no reason. Like, honestly, there was no reason to kill Roger. Like, seriously, like they're like.
No, I mean,
he probably knew very little about what was going on. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he did know about the heart though, because we showed him. But I mean, like, it would have been pretty obvious fairly quickly in an interrogation that he only knew cursory things.
It's true. They specifically wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, so at the very least, I think we owe some vengeance on the one who killed Roger,
That would make sense. Yeah.
and that would also take one assassin's minion out of our way.
yep.
The phone plans, is there a plan that includes text, and is it something that someone with my job could have afforded?
They don't have keyboards.
Do you not have?
But they're not like
They don't have screens.
They don't have screens.
It's a key.
Yeah, because they're not. They don't like it. I think we established they don't like emit audio. They're like
No, they ring in your head.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Taste my sauce. Is it too tart?
Your sauce is always tart, baby.
Well,
Their sauce is delicious.
Saucy.
So you don't have to. I guess you don't really have to worry about that. So
I think the bigger problem we have right now is that we need allies.
Yes.
This should definitely not say.
Like, I know, but I mean, like, at this point, like, if we're honestly thinking about, like, storming the castle and getting the heart back, I mean, we're a little out of our
What
depth.
castle?
The
well,
metaphorical
there is-
castle. A building of some kind that I am sure they are housing this thing.
But
in.
where
I
is
have
he
a-
and what do we know about
I
it?
have a sleepy ally that thinks I'm probably marching off to my death. So there's one.
So, I mean, do we just, like, throw in with the sands?
I mean, I don't know that the rest of the sands. Did we get the vibe that pretty much
I
the
don't-
rest of the sands is not?
We
on
were the
board?
reason that a lot of them got killed. They're probably not going to be very favorable to us.
No, but they might still. We might have similar goals.
they're also not referring to the sands as like a whole body is dubious because they're somewhat decentralized. Like they, like the political front that they put on is one arm of the organization, but the organization itself is more of a co-op than it is like a cohesive unit.
Look, can any of you point to a part of your life that is specifically better because of your affiliation with one of these guilds?
Well, no. Well, I mean, I did learn a little bit of magic, but I mean, no, I quit.
My career.
Are we ready to watch this?
You got thrown down a well, Seshmir.
You wanna
Seer,
the
they
cops, not
threatened
the
to
guild.
dishes that are
kill,
kind of dirty?
but they're considered one of the guilds, one of these big powers in the
Yeah.
city. Seer, they threatened to kill your parents.
That's only because we killed one of the heads of the key ring.
And why did we do that? Because they kidnapped a child. The Kirin kidnapped a child.
Like an 800-year-old child.
But still, you make a point.
I don't think that we need to seek our answer from within one of these bloated bureaucracies.
Well, I'm not saying we need to ally with one of the guilds.
Well,
I'm
the
just saying
Sands
that we
is
do
specifically
need.
not
We
a
do need
guild.
to like. It's very obvious that we're a little out of our depth in terms of power. So we need to figure out something here because we can't just go and storm this castle ourselves.
I don't think that we can do it by ourselves, but I don't think that we need to. I don't think that we need to go looking into power structures that have failed this city time and again.
I mean, that's fair.
So I've got to, in fact, edit myself out because I've been quoting Arrow over here.
I mean, that's fair.
Not the
but,
dog
I mean,
show.
There are plenty of powerful people that
Green
we
Arrow,
can call on
the show.
if we
He
just
says you
won
failed
them
the
to
city.
our cause.
Alright, so who are you thinking of?
It's fine. No worries.
Oh, noises.
What were you guys saying? Sorry. I physically didn't hear you.
And then there was a blizzard.
But do you have someone in mind?
I don't have anyone specific in mind, no, but I know that they have to be out there because we're here. We're some tolerably powerful people in this city, and we're systematically breaking our allegiances with these groups that we've been aligned with for so long.
How are you still so optimistic?
That's my job.
No,
Not
you
anymore.
don't have a job.
You don't have, it's my new job.
What if we set our minds to finding other people like us, other people who have been done dirty by these guilds, and who might help us overturn whatever the hell Wyatt's trying to cause?
I mean, that's fair. That's basically what I was proposing. You know, honestly, I think our first option is the Sands. There's also that weird place with like where we had like the weird dream spell thingy. They seem to not like the guilds very much.
I don't think we're allowed back there.
I mean, we're not really, but I mean, hey, it's I'm just floating options
maybe
here.
Odo can get us back in because I think they're still on good terms with the people.
Like,
But
I'm just floating options
Okay,
here.
out of character, real quick. The Sands, they're a political. The Sands Party.
There's like my understanding of them is there's like a political arm, and then there's the like get stuff done arm.
That
And like
seems to be
the get
case.
get stuff done arm is like the arm that Odo works for.
Okay, but what's their purpose?
They actually started the political. Like they were
Like the political arm is a front to some, not completely, but like to some. It's like a legitimizer. It's not like.
Okay, that seems better. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Do they have a mission statement?
I mean, they oppose the guilds.
Yeah, that's kind of their.
That's like we know for a fact that that's like their explicit motivations.
But do they actually do anything, or are they just somebody for the guilds to point at? One more huge organization, shuffle money around in. No offense, Corra.
I mean, you're right. They're very decentralized, so it's very possible that like some part of them is not acting accordingly. But
Do they actually get things done? Do they actually do
that's a good question. I mean, like, so
or are they like the keepers?
I mean, we should know. Like, Brian, like, do the Sands have like an underground like is there like are there rumors that they've like done anything of meaningful impact? Like, even if it's just like rumors, things that we might have heard about, things like even like Seshmir might have heard about, like something to like besides them just being a political party and then also some nebulous shady organization that doesn't do anything.
I mean, not off the top of your head, like they've been making ground politically. They've gotten a number of representatives elected in the last couple of years that are sort of like they're still a small minority in the parliament, but they're moving.
Okay, but like they're less legit. I know. I'm not ignoring you.
I know, but I could call the person who could answer all of your questions. That's literally all I want to say.
I'm curious as to what we know, just as in terms of like our characters. Like, so am I right in assuming that like the basic structure of the Sands that is like a not exactly well kept secret is that they are like a political organization, and then they are also this extra political organization?
No one knows about that extra.
The extra political organization is not public knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why Corra didn't know.
Okay, I wasn't
sure.
I wasn't sure. So
I mean, is the Sands to political progress what the keepers are to defending from the evils?
Are you just against organizations now?
I mean,
I might just be against organizations now.
I mean, we have to trust something, or else we can't do anything.
We don't have to trust anybody but us and the people who join us. Don't you see?
Then we'll be an organization.
Yeah. Who is going to join us? Without you have to trust someone for them to join you.
People.
Like Timmy down the street. Like
yeah.
Timmy down the street with like he has a cane. He doesn't can't actually fight. Doesn't do anything.
But in secret, he's a freaking wizard, Harry.
It's not really a paladin.
No. Listen.
You're crazy.
We came
Did you
together.
hit your head recently? Is that why you shaved your hair off?
I didn't shave my hair off. It's a cut.
There's hair left. I have the bald.
Is it like a pixie cut?
It's kind of an undercut happening.
I feel like you went like full G.I. Jane and just like
Man,
didn't
you didn't have
know
to
it
pay
all.
for that. You know, like Odo does their own.
Look.
But I mean, okay, so we recruit random people. Who do we choose? How do we find people to recruit?
I don't know yet.
So I am suggesting we find people to recruit by people who organize with the Sands, who already have powerful people and clearly don't like the guilds. Like there are avenues here that we could find people, even if it's not explicitly within the Sands.
I feel like people who are powerful in this city are powerful because of the structure, because of the bureaucracies and the organizations, and they're not going to want to change that unless they're forced to.
That's fair, but if you're proposing that all the powerful people like the structure, then there are no powerful people who don't like the structure.
No, we're talking about two different kinds of power, Oren. You're talking about people who can
do things.
People who can fight good. I am talking about powerful as in people who have climbed to the top of the ladder. People who are pulling the puppet strings.
In this city, a lot of them can fight good. Anyway.
I'm sure, but that's not all there is.
But we need people who can fight good.
We can fight good.
that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And in this huge city, I'm sure that there are plenty
I
more
raise
like
her
us.
hand like.
I feel like we're going in circles here.
Anyway,
Hi.
Yeah.
look.
You fight good too.
Thank you.
I like your katana.
Oh, she does, doesn't she?
Very
She's got a good katana.
She fights really good. Where were we?
I think we were complimenting your
I
girlfriend.
think we're
Yeah.
I think we're talking in circles here because, like, yes, we need to find powerful people.
Mm-hmm.
I am proposing we start with the Sands through our contact of Odo.
I can call them. They probably are already kind of concerned that I
If
haven't.
we can not, but then it's just a crapshoot of who we find.
You see, I thought that you were saying we can recruit the Sands party
As a
the
mass?
Sands
No,
party.
they're decentralized. We can't do that.
Yeah. He's
But,
just.
but you're
what-
looking for
Yeah, well,
individuals
yeah.
within the
I mean, we
Sands.
could do it that way, yeah. And I'm sure there are other people we could find. It's just that like we have to
Yeah.
interact with the power
Or it
structures
is
in order to
saying
find
like
these people.
not co-opting or even joining the Sands, but maybe just allying with
Yeah.
branches and
Yeah.
I'm
sections
pretty
up.
sure I can't join the Sands. Probably it's probably like a part of our agreement with like our political thing.
Well, I mean, not
anyways.
officially.
Like,
Like, we can ally.
it's
I mean, we just
conflict of
we
interest, you
just
have to
need
declare it.
allies
my
who
boss
may
is
or may not know more than we do,
directly flirted with them.
or could know more than we do, because we are in
Why
the
don't we
dark.
talk to Odo? Yeah, call up your squeeze and
Click.
bring him here. I guess.
That Odo
Or
answers.
something.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
almost immediately, yeah.
Hey, hi.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh yeah, we're alive. Turns out Seshmir just gave the heart of a goddess to the bad guy. It's fine. There's a dead body for me to talk to. But now we want to make friends.
You need. Whoa. Are you sure you're okay?
Not entirely.
Have you
but
been-
I'm making beer. I'm really good at it.
She's not. She still hasn't found the filter button. It's just this a lot of
Just gravel.
Oh, that's
Well,
why it
the-
tastes so shitty.
yeah. There's a lot of leftover sand in that. Yeah.
Okay.
This is like a lot of gravel.
So I'll give you 3 guesses where I am.
Okay, do.
Would you like to come to the bar? And Oren would like to discuss moving forward with our newest problem.
Okay,
That's
I mean,
We're
I
gonna
guess
workshop this
yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'll be down there.
Meanwhile, we do need to
few,
go
I
to
guess,
the
yeah.
Yeah,
like I am very
that'd be
concerned. We
good.
do need to go to like visit with Broderick
Yeah, we totally need to
And-
go with that.
and take care of that.
Maybe we should have him meet us at
the
the
warehouse.
storage unit.
Oh, okay. Does Odo know where that is? Were they with us when?
You could tell them, like, yeah,
The keys
like,
are one-way lines, so there's not like
yeah.
being intercepted and
well,
stuff.
then I'll give Odo that information.
Okay.
And before we hang up, I'll tell them like, hey, sorry for just leaving. I didn't want to say goodbye.
Okay.
Bye. See you at the storage unit. I'll bring you a beer.
I know. I get frustrated when people.
I'll pour it.
I'm just like little hearts over her
You're
head.
welcome.
Like, this is just a fun new game now.
Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
in a good
they'll
mood. I
meet you.
didn't die today.
They'll meet you over at the thing. Are you guys gonna go over to the storage unit?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. So
I'm gonna talk to a dead
I do
guy.
not get in the van. I fly there the whole way.
yes.
Okay.
You could have ridden a
Um,
motorcycle.
But I had to spend it on a zone of truth because somebody resisted.
I's not gonna go to the storage unit. I's gonna go to work because they're very late to work.
What? You don't want to
Yeah.
talk for 2 different NPCs?
Yeah,
That's fair.
3. Because I'll have to be a dead bot guy.
That's
so
true.
Question about these keys.
yeah.
Okay, so if you want to talk to people who aren't on your keychain,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
you have to go out and get a key just for
Yeah.
them. And
They're like very
another
fancy
key.
walkie-talkies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're not because a walkie-talkie can pick up multiple frequencies.
They're very fancy walkie-talkies.
They're very fancy,
They're very-
single channel encrypted walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
With apparently no text option.
That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have to carry actual keychains.
Yes.
I thought it was cute.
I think it's
It's totes adorbs.
So
BM says so.
It's gonna suck when you get like 2 keys that look the same. And you're just like,
what is?
Who the fuck's key was this?
labeled them.
Your wife's and your
Whose
mistress's.
good label.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Your mistress, your mom.
Then somehow you you still call your wife accidentally.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
That works out fine, really. Sup, girl? So, okay, we'll go to the storage unit.
We're gonna go to the storage
Okay.
unit.
Storage unit. Dun, dun,
Odo's gonna
Party
be
at the
there.
storage unit. Yeah.
Does anything happen on the van ride?
No. I should do some random encounter tables so you guys like randomly get carjacked or something at some point.
Is this gonna be like when Quintus robbed the robbers that were robbing him?
Twice. I've done that twice actually. But you guys get to the storage unit. Seer flies there, so he gets there later than you. Actually, probably gets there faster than you, really.
No traffic in the air.
Yeah, didn't fly straight there.
And I don't drive fast.
So
You're one of those.
I am.
I imagine the van ride is awkward.
Reasons why.
As Tessa glares at Seshmir the entire drive.
No. I understand.
Bores holes into the back of your head. From the back of the van.
Turns out Tess is the one who actually killed Roderick
Yeah.
with her eyes.
I understand your reasoning. I think it's misguided. And I'm wondering what drove that misguidedness.
Told her boss about all things. Anyways,
That's fair.
I understand your reasoning.
Keeps a
I think it was
sentient
misguided.
magical
I'm not
object
angry,
in
I'm
his
just
bedroom.
Look, there's been
And
there are
lets it
things
test
Everybody's
drive
made
him.
mistakes.
Lets it test
I
drive
my
him
mistakes
at
are
night.
minor at this point.
Seer's just gonna like sneak. He doesn't really have to sneak into, but he's trying to make it like not really obvious that he opens the storage unit really wide and then closes it behind him because there's a dead body in it.
Yeah, it's in a tarp.
Right, so he's gonna go into the storage unit and just kind of sit on the sofa, which was where the thing was, and he's just gonna kind of like sit and stare
Yeah,
at
the
where
body's like there now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's ignoring the body and just looking at where.
Actually, the body
this
is
rock
sitting
was.
on the coffee table that I had
Yeah,
made
that's
to
what I
hold the
assumed.
heart.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna sit there and stare at it.
Where is Seer with all of this?
Seer's very conflicted.
Okay.
Like, we didn't die, and everyone we love didn't die. That's pretty
Her
cool.
family's safe.
Right. But also, like, this is kind of the whole reason why I put my family into hiding. And it's kind of like, it's one of those weird things like, I was prepared to do this and to fight for this thing, and now I don't get to fight for this thing. And instead, I'm just cut off from my family forever
You should punch
for
him.
no reason.
you just punch him. It'd be good.
I can't ever
He probably
go and
deserves it.
find my family. I mean, unless we kill Wyatt, I guess, because
I think
everyone
I
knows
think we're
who I
on our way
am,
to
and
that.
I
It's a
can't-
long way, but we're on our
like
way.
I literally cannot make that bridge again until I know
Like,
for
it's-
certain
it's-
that they're
it's a
safe, and I
goal in the
can't
distance.
envision that
Yep.
happening for a very long time.
Can you not just dye your feathers and change your name?
She's now a bluebird.
Yes. See, I was thinking the same thing.
So yeah, you guys pull up to the storage unit. Seer's already there.
Okay.
There's a conspicuous tarp in the middle. Thing wrapped in a tarp in the middle of the storage unit.
Well, I mean, obviously
On a coffee table.
And Odo's meeting us there.
Odo shows up too.
Okay. So, I mean, we're gonna have to go inspect the body.
Odo's like, I thought we were being hyperbolic.
No,
Did I mention there was a dead
no,
body?
there's actually a body.
Yeah, I mentioned there's a body. I'm excited about talking to it. Here's your beer.
Look, if we can find, if her speaking with Roderick can give us information about the specific person who killed him, that would be real helpful because that guy got to die.
Okay, I mean that's fair. Yeah, it's just I thought we were being hyperbolic. I just I wasn't fully prepared. I guess.
Have you
met
I'll be
us?
okay.
have you
You haven't met us
hanging
yet.
out with us?
No. Hi, I'm Oren.
We're never hyperbolic, Oren.
Everything is literally happening.
Yeah, all the time.
Let's just-
So much is happening all the
Are you
time.
is
regretting
also-
our relationship right
No,
now?
I am definitely not. This is creep.
Little bit.
No one else here is freaked out that we're going to talk to a dead guy.
I mean, I know I can
Oh,
do
I'm
it, so I'm not
no,
freaked
that's the
out.
thing clerics can do.
We're
Yeah.
not talking to a dead guy. We're talking to his spirit.
We're talking to a dead guy.
I mean, we're talking to his corpse. His spirit's probably already left. As far as those things go, it's probably just certain amount of memory left in, his body, being like, hey.
How does this work?
I personally have the screaming heebie-jeebies because I'm going to wait outside and
It
keep
works
watch.
by
Hold on, I'll pull up the actual spell.
one corpse with mouth answers 5 questions with what it says corpse.
Here you go. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range,
I really want to know.
allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends.
Ice cube.
Ice cube.
Oil current. No.
Ice cube.
The rapper?
Ice Cube, guys.
Ice cube.
Maybe if we say it a little slower.
Ice Cube.
Oh.
This is now an ASMR video.
Wow.
Things got weird around here, guys.
Yeah, it got
I think
weird real
we're
quick.
literally just talking to the corpse with what the corpse knew in life.
Yeah.
We're not talking to its spirit or its essence.
Yeah, the corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
Which it shouldn't.
The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only animating its spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
Does it panic about its death?
No.
Is that
No.
gonna be like the first?
No.
Okay, it just talks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
right, because
So,
the essence
And
is
you get, yeah, and it's not just 5. Yeah, and it's 5 questions.
Oh shit.
Well, you guys be thinking of 5 questions that we can
All
ask.
right, so you guys like unwrap. I assume you close the door.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
and we also can prestidigitate the smell out of the air, so it's fine.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't concerned about that really.
The length
So you-
is doubled, so if I fuck up,
Any corpse within 20 feet can just start talking to us if I fail a roll.
It's like a storage. This is a storage unit owned by the mob. The
Don't
whole
cast
thing
it in
started. The herb effects spells aren't doubled by your thing.
oh, just attack.
Yeah, just attack spells.
Okay.
The So you open up the corpse. Open up the tarp on the corpse. It's described as it's the same as it was before. Like that one eye is kind of blown out.
I want to make a quick a medicine. Well, I don't really. I mean, I'm not. Is anyone proficient in medicine?
Hey, anybody proficient in medicine?
Get a +2.
Proficient? No, but I'm
Yeah, I am. I have a +5.
Corra is.
Let Corra do it because to be perfectly honest, even if you rolled real high, you don't know
Yeah.
what to do
Do a
with the
quick
information.
Before I cast this spell, can we, as a group, decide on these 5 questions so
Okay.
that
Yes.
it
That's
doesn't
probably
come
a
back
good
to life?
idea.
We all start screaming at it.
Before we do that, let's examine the body and get what information we can from that.
Okay. I just don't want it to come to life and all of us be screaming at it.
Here, I can write them down.
It only answers questions from you.
18.
Okay, jeez. Okay, yeah. So obviously it's real. Anybody can tell like he died. It's a traumatic death. When you're looking at it, the nosebleed, the bleeding from the ears, it's all on this side of his face.
That's the left.
His
the
left side.
Thank you, guys. Sorry.
Brian's real bad at that.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
Not the worst.
No,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
You might be right up there, but you're not the worst.
Yeah.
Like, even when we were
1
driving,
star out of
we
10
can't
PM.
figure it out.
The other thing you sort of notice is that he is like as you're kind of looking over him because Seshmir didn't do a whole full look over. There's like rope burns around his wrists, and underneath, like one of his fingernails is sort of like almost pulled off, but there's like looks to be something under there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can we take out whatever's under?
No, it's like some kind of stuff is under his
Oh,
fingernails.
it's not like-
yeah.
there's not a
nothing was
letter.
jabbed
What's
under there.
shown?
It's like
Like he fought back.
Twin
and-
Peaks.
yeah,
Thank
maybe.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe or scratched at something. Yeah.
Okay.
But otherwise, there doesn't seem to be any there's no.
I mean,
there's
do
like
we
bruising
get,
or cuts
do
or
we have
anything
information about like? Did she get any information about like what can cause this kind like? There are only so many things that will bore a hole in the back of your skull and suck out your brain.
Are the brains gone?
Yeah, there is no brain.
Like, there can only be so many of those things, and do we know any of those things?
I feel like that would be a different check than medicine.
What check would you like? I've got history. I've got religion. I've got arcana.
History. History seems the most applicable.
Okay.
I doubt.
That's 23.
Okay, yeah.
7.
It could have been a couple. There's a couple of things that it could have been. It could have. They're all very nasty.
As one would figure.
Probably the safe bet is something along the lines of an illithid or an intellect devourer, which is basically like a weird little brain with legs.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
D&D gets weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an oddly large number of monsters that will just eat your brain.
All we want to do is eat your brains. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, so if we assume that what killed Broderick, obviously killed him this way, it was likely either an
and assuming that they were getting information out of him, the very safe bet is an illithid.
Yeah, I mean it's very obviously either an illithid or someone with a mind eater pet.
Yeah.
More likely an illithid because a mind eater pets are normally also from illithids.
Yeah, and they're also not good at getting information. They just devour.
That's something we know.
Seems like something expensive and troublesome to keep fed.
No, but
I mean, when you're an illithid,
brains happen.
Well, you don't want to share your brains with your pet. I mean, come on. You gotta eat those brains.
Yeah, I mean, pets need their own kinds of brains. You can't give
illithids
pets
will take like
people
whole colonies of drow with slaves.
Yeah. Okay, so questions. So we have 5 questions. Obviously, we want to know.
It's way gone at this point.
I mean, 5 questions. We obviously want to know if Broderick knew who killed him.
So we need to ask
We
questions
cannot
that
ask questions that are
we can't just be like, he'd be like, no. Like, okay, thanks. How about
they need to be
Can you
specific.
please describe the person who killed you or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
we can do that.
Well, does that count as like a question? Because that's not.
It is then they could say yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can describe them.
Describe who kidnapped you.
That's not a question.
Describe who kidnapped you?
What did the person
I'll
who
take that.
killed you look like?
I ain't gonna I'm not gonna as long as it's a vaguely.
You're not going to be a dick about
I'm not gonna be a dick about it.
Okay.
We're not casting
if
wish spells here.
If it is if you do say something vague like who killed you, he will tell you all that he knows. So if he doesn't know their name, he'll be like, an illithid. Like that,
Right.
So
What
be
did-
specific, but I'm not going to bust your balls about the wording.
What would
did-
make this person something that would ask what would make this illithid different from all the other illithids that probably exist?
I mean, Andrew said, "What did the person who killed you look like?"
Okay, so that
What
should be able to
information
fit.
were they trying to get, and what did you tell them?
Yeah.
What did you tell them? We know what information they were trying to get.
Well, we don't.
They might have asked.
They
something
might
else.
have lied.
What questions did they ask you? And, yeah, that kind of thing. Just in case there's some aspect that we don't know about.
Is that one question or two? Does that count as 2 questions?
That's 2 questions.
Yeah.
What did they say about why you were kidnapped?
Okay, we got one more question.
What is your favorite color?
What did your brains taste like?
Or how about how would you like us to honor your body?
No, I mean I already know the
You already know?
the rites and
Okay.
rituals, so that's not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal. He's dead, but where we could see if we can get some location information because the person might.
Where did it happen?
Yeah, because the killer might have taken him back to
not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but I mean
Who else were they planning to kidnap?
They might.
I think they were. Well, we heard I.
Yeah, but we don't know that. He didn't tell us that.
When did we hear I?
Richard heard I.
We could. I mean, I think we should get some locative information.
Where did they take you?
Yeah, like where did they take you, or where did you die? Like, what is your surroundings? Something like that. Because it's possible that this person, like this illithid or whatever, took them somewhere that they take all of their victims or something. Because I don't know.
All right. So the
I
questions.
bet you bring all the girls here.
So the questions that I have are: What did the person who killed you look like? What did the people who killed you look like? Beings.
Yeah, what did the beings, because they might not be peoples.
What information were they trying to get? What did you tell them? What did they say about why you were kidnapped? Where did they take you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Initiate.
So you open up the tarp. Also, I forgot that like the rigor mortis sort of setting in, so it's like lips are sort of pulling back, like not like.
I mean, we can prestidigitate that way.
It's like you can't solve every problem with prestidigitation.
Watch me try. I mean, I can do hots and colds, so I can make the lips less cold.
That's weird. That's not really how rigor mortis works.
It's not a temperature thing.
I know. I would assume that the spell Speak with the Dead would enable the lips.
It'll still move. I'm just saying it's real creepy.
Yeah, it's real creepy, yeah. I mean, there's nothing not creepy about this.
So I'm not entirely sure what I need to roll to make this spell happen, or if it.
I think it just happens.
It just happens.
It just happens.
It's not like the corpse is resisting.
No, there's no.
No,
check.
I don't think it can.
It's a corpse.
When I looked it up, there's no checks. It's
Okay,
just,
cool.
It just happens.
Thank you. I was about to look.
The only thing you have to worry about is if you do it to someone who's hostile to you, they can lie to you.
Yeah,
But
yeah, and you have to like.
This
roll
person
it.
is not
But
hostile.
yeah, this person
You can-
should see Orin and
Yeah,
be
you can
okay.
you can double up zone of truth on a corpse. So
Yeah.
Okay, so you sit down and it's kind of weird because you've never done this before. You sort of heard about it, looked at the rituals and everything.
Never got.
So you lay out the
skipped
body.
this class during college.
And it's kind of weird because like he's still on the coffee table, so like you've unrolled him, so his like arms are hanging off, his like legs are sitting there, and like the head's kind of sitting to the side, like it's kind of splayed out on a coffee table.
I mean, I feel like we're pretty okay.
Okay.
Worship's goddess of death.
Yeah. So you put your hands over it and you concentrate and you kind of do the incantations that you need to, and you see the chest like puff up in like this kind of sickly inhale of air, but the mouth doesn't really close. And the eyes just keep staring like completely empty forward.
Does he say to blave?
What? No.
Oh gosh!
No, he's totally dead. He's not mostly dead.
Thank you. Someone gets my Princess Bride reference.
Oh,
come on, man.
I'm sorry.
God.
Listen, I referenced like.
Can I see the?
Listen, I've made a really deep cut reference. I'm done for the day. So yeah, like you can like it's working.
Okay.
So.
Hey, hi, Roger.
How's your death?
I'm here.
Oh, that's a question.
You don't.
No.
I
Don't ask
mean,
any questions.
Only she can ask.
The corpse shouldn't be upset with us, but like we're here with Orin, your friend from life. We want to find out more about what happened to you. I'm trying not to ask any questions in this part.
Yeah, it does. It's not.
It's not going to answer. It's not, yeah.
It's not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
Well then, fine.
Yeah. Like.
But how would it perceive us as hostile if it like
It just-
wasn't perceiving anything?
This is
It
magic.
just can't. It's magic.
Oh my god. Suck my dick.
I'm not making fun of you. It's a
Leave
whole
it
other
in.
thing.
Leave it in.
We now have an R rating. Thanks. And
We've had an R rating.
Oh, come on.
Okay. What did the beings, plural, who killed you look like?
Let's see. He makes like a deep sort of like ragged inhale, just like. And,
Guys, I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, it's a solid Foley work for you guys. It's still just like the mouth's moving, but there's like nothing else kind of going on with it. It's like one was tall. It had tentacles. Skin was purple with splotches of green. Eyes blank. The other was less tall, an elf, and they were blonde. And the other was human, maybe older than the others. Stately, with brown hair and brown eyes. One eye was wrong, fake, maybe, cloudy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should thank the corpse. But
Its personality and intelligence is not there.
It's like thanking Alexa.
Like this is not.
I would.
I do.
Have you met me?
Like Oren is not here being sentimental because he is under no qualms. Like this is not Broderick you were speaking to necessarily.
I like how Oren deals with loss, but like I'm gonna fuck something up. Like I like it. I do very much like it.
Well, I mean, like
it's on brand.
I'm aware
of
what this spell is, and I know I'm not like you're not speaking to.
I also appreciate the clinical nature at which you go like spells.
What?
What is it?
Mary volunteers as tribute.
Wait, I don't necessarily volunteer. What is it?
It's a hemiphin tart.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I appreciate you talking like a dead body because it gives me enough time to write everything
I know,
down.
right? So, all right, next question. Unless you don't want to, you be done.
Want the
it's
rest of the
fine.
questions.
No. What information were they trying to get?
They wanted to know where the heart was.
That all checks. Yeah.
I'm not done. Slow. Come on, give him some time. He's dead.
He has all the time in the world.
Look, I was already told I'm not supposed to be sympathetic, so hurry up, corpse, let's go, come on!
Don't rush him, he's been dead all day.
I'll go hypocrites.
They wanted to know what you had done with it, what you were doing. And then they asked what it could do. Yeah, that's all they asked.
Do we want to revise the other question to find out
No, I think we want to know what
he told them?
Yeah.
Because, like, we might want to know what it can do.
Well, if he told them.
Okay.
And we already did ask him. We asked him before, and so unless he lied to us before about what it can do, and I don't think he did. He just didn't know.
Yeah.
So
there could have also been like he may have had slightly more knowledge, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
He'll tell you here in a second.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, what did you tell them?
I tried not to. They took it from me. I told them who you were.
Great.
They knew.
Where I thought the heart was. Where I had seen it last. And I told them what I thought it could do.
Now do you want to revise our questions to find out
Yeah,
what
now
he
we want to
thinks it
revise
could
our
do?
questions. What
are the other two questions that are left so we know which one to get rid of?
What did they say about why you were kidnapped and where did they take you?
We can get rid of the second one.
I was thinking the first one.
I'm sorry, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
So-
necessarily need to know.
Instead of that, we want to know something like, what do you think it could do? Because he doesn't know for sure, but said what he thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be the next question.
Or we can say maybe what do you now know about the heart?
Well, what does it do? What do you think the heart does?
Okay. Final answer.
Did he tell us that in the warehouse before?
He told us he didn't know much.
There was
at the warehouse,
100% first impressions of the
yeah,
warehouse.
and there was
too,
time
yeah.
in between. He might have gone home and researched some stuff. He
Okay.
may have gained some extra knowledge, and he's very clear on he thinks he knew something.
Okay, I just don't want to waste it if no one else
Yeah.
wants to. So
Yeah,
we're
no.
good with that one. Yeah.
I don't think it's a waste.
Final answer.
Okay. So.
Damn it.
I didn't actually measure any of that. So
I think it can, and if anything can, it should be able to pierce the veil to make life or restore it, maybe even beyond that.
Not a question to the corpse, but like a question to the group. Like, what's the point of that? There is necromancy, which can also.
Well, keep in mind, so there's necromancy in the fact that like bad guys that are
necromancy is not life.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a perversion.
That's undead. Yeah, and that's it's perversion of death. Like this, the suggestion here is that because this is the heart of the Raven Queen, it can like really bring back life.
But I can do that.
No, you can't.
Eventually. Oh, is that spell not going to be a thing I can actually
No,
have?
that is 100% against the tenets of your faith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Resurrection?
So I can do that.
You keep the veil between life and death.
It doesn't mean that
Any perversion of that.
the fact that it's against my thing doesn't mean I can't do it. Though I can.
No, but
still
you also
do it.
the thing is, the idea behind clerics is that you don't just wake up one day and now know a whole bunch of spells. You have to study and learn them. And if you don't have sources to do that from,
Yeah, so
I'm not saying,
all the sources.
Also, it's like hella legal.
It's possible. It's also possible one of those things where like there are probably not a lot of sources to teach clerics on how to do like restoration.
I also
Because
already have it equipped, like revivify.
Revivify is we determined that that's different.
Revivify is not true resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
True resurrection is like 8th or 9th level spell or 6th level spell.
Yeah,
something
even
like that.
like revivify is essentially shocky paddles.
Okay, so resurrection is going to something that's been buried, digging it up, and bringing it back to life.
Yeah.
Life.
True resurrection, you can with a bone, a single bone from their body. And
that's
you can,
500 years old.
And you could, you could bring it back.
Okay, the difference is made clear now.
Yeah.
So the last question is, where did they take you?
Blindfolded for most of it. I could see once we were inside.
Hold on, there's a ladybug that just fell out of Danielle's hair this time.
The hell, ladybugs.
We're having ladybug issues.
Take it outside.
It was.
You missed it.
I know. I gotta get
Careful,
I'm getting a piece of paper.
It'll give you that ladybug funky smell.
I could see once we were inside.
Yeah. A facility, a lab, maybe. New. Lots of new equipment. That's all he's got. Doesn't have an exact address, so.
Well, I mean, the only other, that's the end of the question.
That's it. And he's done.
And he expected it.
Yeah.
The only other piece of information we have that we haven't followed up on is that property that he used to, or that they used to own, the Squeakers.
Oh, I should have made a weird noise when he died. No.
Oh, you can still do it.
Moto's specialized research.
Yeah, we still have that place that we haven't looked into, and that, who knows, might be a weird lab place. So, research, labs, maybe they took him there.
Okay.
How's everyone doing?
Alright, we need to do something with this corpse.
Yep. Now you guys got a real, just a
Who did they want
corpsey
to bring
corpse on your
back?
hand.
That would have been a good question, huh? Like, who did they want to resurrect with this stone?
Well, they probably wouldn't have told him.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide.
Isn't there always the villain does the monologue while they're killing you?
And honestly, my money is on
some ancient horror.
No,
Malik?
Warforged.
Oh. Ooh.
Granting life rather than bringing them
Oren, what should we do with your...
Normally, I would say we would need to take him to the temple, but given his condition, it is probably prudent that we don't like bring him to the temple and have like the vice bishop or whatever like see this.
Can we drive the van to somewhere outside the city? And
Yeah, we're gonna have to go like outside the city and I'll have to build a pyre. So
I'll go with you.
that would be the way to do it.
Okay. I guess have access to an empty house out in the country.
Brian really wants us to leave the city.
Yep.
Guys, let's all leave the city together.
That's what we're doing.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm
like,
just being flippant.
No, I mean, like,
No,
that's...
let's not go all the way.
We don't have, I mean, we have to go somewhere...
Maybe an hour outside the city.
Yeah, we don't have to go, like, all the way out, like, specifically to her old house. Like, we just have to, like, go somewhere where there's a clearing that we can build a fire.
I'm sure Sarhiri knows of some places.
Probably.
She's in the bathroom right now.
I know, I was expecting her to burst out the door like, I said, I'm sure Sarhiri.
Well, I mean, how much land would my parents have owned?
Well, it's farmland. One farm of land.
We need to go somewhere outside the city, just, like, where there's a nice clearing to build a fire for Broderick.
I mean, specifically, they were like livestock farmers.
We're doing
They
a
would have
papyri
quite a bit of
situation?
land
That's,
that they
yeah,
had.
that's the
They
rights for
Yeah.
Gordon. We're going Viking funeral style.
I mean,
Like, we can go
Which is to
outside
say,
my
not on
parents'
a river
land.
Viking, but, like, you know.
Sears said we can go out on business.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so this
We can do
is
that.
option travel. Why don't we do this and that?
I mean, it'll be like a whole day thing, but it's still pretty early in the day, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're gonna have to do.
we don't have anything else to do
Yeah,
today.
at this point, we're not gonna go attack the assassin dude. So, this is the number one thing on my mind.
Okay. All right, so you
So, I
guys,
mean, if necessary, like I can
The
go
only
out
other
and
thing
do
we
that,
need to do
and the
is
rest of
look
you all
into
can
Moto
Scooby Doo gangs.
specialized
But
research.
No, I'm going with you.
okay.
Yeah.
How long has this Moto place been around?
Well,
I don't know, but that sounds like a great thing for you to investigate.
History.
my
Does
documents,
anybody
I literally already have
I do have
access to this
history.
information.
Okay.
Do we?
Yeah.
you don't. You didn't like research them.
I mean,
Because
Do
this
we
is not
know?
like Wyatt's.
oh, well, this is
Because
like
if we
a
research
shell
Wyatt-
company kind of deal, though, right? Yeah. So
Probably,
this is
yeah.
not something where we would just know that this is a big institution that's been around for a long time. Okay. Yeah. So we would have to specific. Actually, this is a good thing for county city records person to go search.
County City Records person. That's the best superhero name.
Yep. Can find
deploy
anything
the
at
power
City
of
Hall. Yes, that's a
bureaucracy.
superpower.
I won't leave this.
I've done it. It's cray cray bananas.
Have you had to use the micrographs?
I've never had
If
to
I
use
miss out on
micrographs.
any cool non-city stuff, I'm gonna be sad.
I've always wanted to use one of those machines, but only like for the novelty of it.
You mean microfiche?
Yeah, microfiche.
I have used microfiche.
Like the big
And
monitors.
it's fucked up.
I bet. I bet it sucks.
Microfiche in elementary school.
Remember Ditto machines and how they'd give you those shitty purple copies, but they
And
would
they'd
smell,
smell?
So, they would smell so good.
And they'd be
though.
kind of moist.
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, those were awesome.
Yeah, mimeograph.
Oh man,
Mimeograph.
quizzes were great.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
That's
We're down
fine.
memory lane here. The days
Smelling
before
weird
the
copies.
computers.
I mean, like, reasonably, I should have no reason to know what those are, but my school was poor and we couldn't afford, I guess, real copies, and so we got a lot of Ditto machine copies.
That's fine. But you had the experience of huffing that sweet, sweet mimeograph
I know.
machine.
The rest of us just had the black marker.
Yeah, just sniff a Sharpie.
There's nothing on a mimeograph.
It
So,
smells good, actually.
okay, so you guys can get out to the side of the city pretty easily. I imagine you guys won't be like tooling around out there.
No.
We're not
doing stuff.
joyriding.
Yeah, yeah. So,
No.
like, you get to Sears Farm. Sears, what does your farm look like?
It's a fairly small house with a bigger barn. And just like rolling hills of pasture for the livestock. A couple of trees here and there, but not really. It's mostly just like open field. And livestock. I just said we were shepherds.
I don't know. I was thinking like dire rats or something.
No.
You gotta farm things.
No.
You got it right. I mean,
We gotta farm things other people will buy.
You're farming dire sheep.
that's some dangerous sheep.
Big fangs.
The nearest neighbors are kind of far because it's all farmland.
Right.
But yeah, like
great.
tiny, quaint, like not cobblestone, but like stone house. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's what you pull up to.
Aw, this is a lovely place, Sear.
Thanks.
Too bad you can't
Sear
live
just
here
starts
anymore.
Damn,
Birds
guys.
don't cry.
I have no tear ducts.
So I'm only crying on the inside.
There's the episode name. There it is. I'm only crying on the inside.
This is what it sounds like when the Eric Cocker cries.
So yeah, you guys can build a fire. It's not super easy just because it's been snowing a whole lot, and there's not a whole lot of firewood around because no one's been here for like a week.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything super fancy.
Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, there's firewood around
More
because
than
no one's
values
been here for a
efficiency.
week.
That's true. So you guys can get it. You can get it done. No problemos.
Yeah, actually, if there should be tons of firewood because if they just left, they've got an entire winter's of firewood laid in.
It's true. So yeah, firewood. Build pyre. What are you thinking rights wise?
I mean, there's probably
I'll wrestle you.
Yeah, we're gonna have some kind of fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's just a mock fight.
Okay.
But like we can go like hammer and sword or something.
Feats of strength. Then the airing of grievances.
I mean, I don't know if we have to go through all that. But
It's Festivus.
you know,
Never mind.
there's probably I imagine there's some like speaking to like the war, like speaking to Broderick's like warrior spirit. That he was strong and he led a lot of people and he led a lot of people towards the resolution of conflict. That kind of thing. And
Your parents have any booze?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We should probably toast the spirit and then throw down with some wrestling. You think so?
I mean,
This seems so fucked up in
He
any
seemed
other
like he was gonna
situation.
spar you, like an actual fight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like I would think since this is like a warrior religion kind of thing, I would think that normally there'd be a sparring thing. I don't know if most people here would really be into that.
I mean, that seems like I like the idea.
I feel like unless like I feel like I wouldn't necessarily do the sparring thing unless there was another Morden person, like another cleric of Morden here. It'd be weird.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Yeah,
it would because it's like it'd be like it's rare for non-Maori people to do the haka and get it right.
That's fair. You know what? That's a fair analogy. Yeah,
it's kind of weird. It's like we'd be sparring, but it doesn't have the same impact.
Yeah, because she wouldn't know. It's got less of the. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense.
I wouldn't grunt in the right places.
I guess.
Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
something like that.
Okay.
Not quite the right tone of grunting.
Okay. Yeah. I can do that. So you guys.
And then of course we light the fire and.
Yeah.
I go into my parents' cottage and bring out a really nice bottle of fantasy scotch.
Okay.
And just pass it around.
Fantasy scotch is just scotch.
So you guys
really
burn Broderick's body. It goes up. You toast.
There's not much to it.
Orin tells a bunch of stories about Broderick.
Yeah, like that, and that Morden values courage and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We sing the parting glass.
I'm thinking kind of at post the whole actual ceremony.
Oh yeah.
It takes a while to burn a body.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting around talking, bullshitting, just watching this person, just doing this thing. City people, who I believe are Sahiri, Seshmir, and Corra, what are you doing?
I'm going to the place where I could get access to the information we need, which I assume is my office.
Yeah, office or City Hall, one of those places you can
I
figure
could go to
out.
City Hall.
Seshmir.
I think you have a specific skill for that too.
What you doing,
Well, no,
Seshmir?
that's just my background.
Yeah, your background.
Think
That's what I mean.
harder.
Moving on, Sahiri.
Did you need me to look up anything or anything?
You guys can come with me if you
Or
want
did
to go to City
I
Hall.
go with the kids to the funeral?
What did you do?
It's up to you.
Yeah. You can do either.
I guess I went to the kids with the funeral.
Okay.
Seshmir, why
Okay.
don't
So you
you
did
come
the
with
funeral
me?
thing.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All those things I just described happened.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Seshmir's going to come with me to City Hall.
Okay. While you guys are in City Hall, you get into the records. they let you in pretty okay. I mean, it's open. It's not they're public record. So the filings for the Moto specialized research. You can't really find it, but you do find references to it. It looks like it's actually like the corporation itself wasn't incorporated in the city of Luume. It was incorporated in some other city, but they own property here, specifically that piece of property that you have the address.
So it wasn't founded here. This is a chain, basically.
No, it's just like it's
a franchise.
It's difference between like Apple was founded in like California, but have an office in
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do they
It's
have
not franchise. The franchise is a little bit different.
No, it's like when Apple moved their headquarters to Ireland.
Yeah.
Like they are now an Irish company.
Yeah.
Have they taken out any recent building permits?
2. The facility that you she had the address for, and then like a larger warehouse facility that is in kind of like the northeastern section of town. So I'm visualizing the map there.
Have they taken out any special permits related to the construction? Any weird zoning variances or clearances for hazardous material or experimentation?
No.
Is there anything redacted from the file we're looking at?
No, because these are just building permits.
Yep.
Wouldn't be redacted, yeah.
Okay, so I also want to look into like information only I would have access into, like of that specific company.
Okay. Okay. So the access that you get, what you kind of like poke around and follow all the threads to, is it does seem that that company has they have an import they don't have like an importing license, but they do have an agreement with a different company. Hold on a second, I can make a name for them too. They have an agreement with a different company, or basically they're kind of using their importing license to be able to like basically work through the docks. And they've been receiving shipments. The manifests wouldn't be here. And the name of that company is called Stoyer Consolidated.
And they're partnered with them?
Yes.
Or they're like exporting with them?
They're partnered with them. Basically, they're piggybacking off their import-export license. Okay.
So if they're doing nothing else, they're at least doing something shady, which makes them interesting. Does it say anything about what they're exporting?
No.
Okay.
They seem to be just like kind of a generalized import-export company. They deal in commodities, raw materials, some livestock.
Hearts. Big rocks from underground.
Big rock hearts, glowing sentient things.
That's gonna be an elf name now.
Big rock hearts, glowing sentient things.
Nailed it.
Well, it was okay until the end. Unless Seshmir has any ideas, I don't think we're going to get much about this place unless we just physically go there.
No, I can't think of anything else.
Yes, we're going to go there?
I mean, we might not want to just go there. Like, we might want to wait for our friends.
Yes. No, we're not going there right now alone. I've done enough of that today.
Yeah, you need to not go places alone for a little while.
I want to look at something, then the two of you are a little less conspicuous by yourselves.
Oh, we could just go in. Like, we're just, normal ass people looking to find out what this place is.
You got a clipboard. You can go over wherever you want.
This is going to go great. It's going to be so good.
Okay. Are you guys gonna go?
You could be like, I'm from the Department of... I'm checking your permits.
I'm from the Department of Mid.
It's an acronym.
Do you have a mid permit?
If we drive by, does it look like the kind of building that just like people go into to purchase stuff? Like, is it the kind of business that you go into
as you drive by it? It doesn't look like so.
Yeah,
the actual
let's do a
address
drive-by flyby casing.
Yeah. So as
We're
you drive
just
by,
driving. There's no flying.
Yeah. As you drive by, it's
We have an imp that can fly.
It's like it looks like a weird section of storefronts, all of which are kind of closed down and boarded up.
Like it's not even operational.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's going on.
But I have recent records stating that things were going on.
Well, it was purchased recently.
Yeah.
But like in the imports and exports, they're doing that right now. Like
They could be like setting
They
up
also have a
shop.
second facility that's a warehouse factory sort of deal.
right. So the one we're going by is implied to be empty.
Yep.
And the one that we haven't gone to see yet is supposedly where it's happening.
If you go by it, it's like a warehouse factory facility. You can't get into it because you have to go through like a guard gate. I mean, you can get into it, but you can't walk in through the front door. Let me be more specific, I guess.
Okay, so what's our reason for being here and needing to get in?
The imp does a flyover.
Yep. Which
the first one first.
Okay.
The empty one first.
Any signs of activity from above that weren't obvious from street level?
When you get up from above, you see like it looks like not smoke but like steam from a thing, like from a heating unit. You know, when it's like real cold.
Yeah.
Is coming off the top of one of the buildings.
So it looks empty, but it's not.
But there's at least something going on in one of the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be that they have a boiler running and
nothing.
But it's never just a boiler running.
I definitely didn't bring that. Nothing. Go on.
Okay, and we drive by the other one, fly over.
yeah.
That one seems to be like pumping out. Something's going on inside of it. It's weird because you can definitely see like machinery is moving inside of it, but it doesn't look like a lot of people are milling about in the area.
Okay.
So we need to wait till our friends get back so we can split up into two groups.
We need to get back together so we can split up.
We need more than two of us, because if we split up right now, it's just two groups of one. Unless Odo's here, then sorry, your life sucks a lot.
I mean, Odo can be there, but
And then we've got a group of two and a group of one, which still isn't great.
No, let's just take the information we found and wait till the group's back together and we'll decide how we're going to handle it. I'm not up for trying to infiltrate this thing on the fly.
It's a catch-22 though, because they could be exporting the heart as we speak.
Yeah, they could.
Okay, we're gonna wait for you guys to get back from the country.
okay, cool. Well, let's call it there. It's like 8:15. I don't know if we can get it done in like 45 minutes and continue to play.